away, this time with Amumu in the jungle. It's been a long time since I played the mummy, and it's time to take him to the new jungle and see where he stands. Hate those freaking notifications. Lane matchups are as follows. We have Azir mid against Morgana, Aatrox top against Olaf, Zillion partnered with Tristana bot against Nami and Vayne, and I'm Amumu in the jungle against Shaco.
Find some friends.
So if you noticed anything about their solo lanes, Olaf and Morgana both have the ability to negate CC, which means if I'm going to gank somewhere, I need to gank the bot lane. And to help put things into context, I thought I muted this guy. Oh well. Nami has Disengage, Vayne has Condemn. Basically, it's going to be a rough game for me. Namely, I just need to try to farm up and then prepare for the team fight phase. I won't be able to do much against whoever's Black Shielded and Olaf, but everyone else should be kind of fair game. Anyway, as for Amumu, I'm going to mouse over his stuff. Curse Touch, basic attacks reduce MR. Banish Toss, linear skill shot. If you hit the enemy, it does stun. W is Despair. I think this was just nerfed to weaken it earlier, but make it stronger late. But it's a toggle, you pay mana per second to use it. Does flat damage with some HP shred with AP scaling. E is Tantrum, passive effect of reducing physical damage, which is why I wanted to try Amumu in the jungle. Active effect is an AoE type move that will damage everything around you. Oh god, Zillion don't screw me over with them. Okay. He's not gonna mess with the bombs. Sadly, due to someone taking the small lizard or whatever the hell the thing is now, I did not hit level 2 off that camp, and that's going to actually set me back pretty significantly. It may seem like something small, but it's not.
Where are we going?
Now, Shaco could invade my blue. And there isn't really much I could do against him because his boxes means he's going to be a lot healthier than I am.
Okay.
I'm gonna kill these and then try to go back. I'm hoping I'll get enough gold off these to afford a jungle item, maybe a potion or two. And I'm not gonna do any early ganks, so... So that happened. What do they recommend? Ranger's Trailblazer, eh? I'll give it a shot. So this turns Smite into an AoE. It also does a stun? Yes, 1.5 second stun. Oh god. So you can see I have my work cut out bot lane. 3 CS to 10.
Where are we going?
And I'm gambling with the early smite. I'm hoping Shaco isn't around or has vision. And I'm attacking this one just because I want to see what it's like to clear it with the mummy. It's also going to help kill some time for the wolves to respawn, so it's not that bad. It's just morbid curiosity more than anything.
Let's find some friends.
So while Olaf is vulnerable before 6, he's just too far back. Grievous wound, so Ignite was applied.
Let's find some friends.
I don't really like how you see that red bar when you click on someone. I can't tell like what's actually new and what's not, so I don't know what to look for, what may be on cooldown. I don't have any of that information.
Okay.
Actually, let me go kill the wolf camp. They recommend Juggernaut. I'm thinking Magus.
Where are we going?
Okay, you can't click on that.
Come play with me.
Need boots and a pink ward.
Ah.
Actually, I need to put that up here. But in a moment I can actually start trying to gank places. It would be best to wait till the red buff came up,
Come play with me.
but I may not have that luxury. And I DC'd. They are working on the servers right now.
Where are we going?
I haven't had too much of an issue with the ping before they started doing this work. The patch, or whatever you want to consider the update to have been, kind of fixed things. It's just not having much luck at the moment. Killing these to kill some time, and also to... Wow, I'm gonna die here.
Okay.
I wanted Smite to be up for the red buff so I could get the healing surge. Gonna have to sit in the brush for a moment and heal up, which is not very desirable.
Let's find some friends.
Let's drop this over here so I can potentially see if Shaco's nearby. Okay, what the hell is going on?
Come play with me.
Hell, I can't do anything there. They're too damn healthy. 15?
Let's find some friends.
Don't really know what Zillion's running, but I hope he has some wave clear. Okay, this is getting fucking ridiculous. Every 2 seconds, that ping bar jumps right back up.
Ah.
Warded there? Yeah, I'm gonna turn the tears off. I don't really think that's gonna be much help.
Where are we going?
Okay, let's see if this can be no, it cannot be salvaged. Trist is just too far behind.
Let's find some friends.
A third of Vayne CS.
Come play with me.
she get both? Okay, she did get both. Sadly, her CS is still really bad.
An ally has been slain.
2 minutes on red. Actually, do I want this whole thing just yet? Probably.
Where are we going?
Anyway, I imagine Shaco's gonna be going for the Devourer since that's so freaking popular at the moment. He's not really getting anything off the map, but sadly the dragon is now vulnerable, and due to how bad our bot lane's doing, we can't contest it in any way, shape, or form. Not to mention the duct tape from the server seems to be coming loose.
Come play with me.
And that's probably that.
Come play with me.
Due to the fucking lag, I couldn't move. Not like it really matters, though.
Let's find some friends.
Bane's got Blade the Rune King, Trist. Well, she's about only at half Bane's farm now instead of being down to a third.
Where are we
Really wouldn't
going?
describe it as progress, but... this is unreal.
Come play with me.
Come the fuck on.
An enemy has been slain.
Okay.
Enemy killing spree.
Ah.
And more lag. And even more lag.
Let's find some friends.
Well, I would like to get some pre-season 5 videos out, but if it's gonna be like this, there's no way in hell.
Where are we going?
Kinda depressing that the lane that's doing so bad is the one with the most of our kills.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Carry us, Aatrox.
Where are you going?
An enemy has been slain.
Okay, all of a sudden Azir found wherever the hell it was he was waiting for. Maybe the game can be salvaged
Your
yet.
team has destroyed a turret.
As I say that, the ping goes back up over 300.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of the new itemization. The AD works, the MR is crap. The Null Magic Mantle is supposed to be put back in the game for the Guardian Angel, and I hope they'll actually re-enable it for all the other items and realize how stupid their idea was.
Where are we going?
Damn. Okay, she got him.
Come play with me.
I got it.
Okay. Let's find some friends.
I'm not seeing the true sight indicator, so there doesn't seem to be a ward around here. Yeah, I think I'm better off just waiting for the whole damn Abyssal, since I have to get those 2 Null Magic Mantles instead of 1 Negatron.
Come play with me.
More.
Where are we
And the reason why I
going?
went for Merc Treads, if you didn't know, was because Morgana's Snare, the Olaf Slows, the Shake of Fear, even a potential Vein Stun. Nami has the ability to kite me, I just need to deal with all of that.
Come play with me.
And I'm a little afraid to approach that ward because it may take away my True Sight buff. I don't know if that's going to affect Shaco or...
Let's find some friends.
Seriously.
An enemy has been
Okay,
slain.
Zillion got her. If nothing else, there may be the psychological effect here going on where they are going to really fear me since I've only ganked the bot lane. I haven't ganked mid, I haven't ganked top.
Where are we
Hopefully that's gonna put or Vayne and Nami. That's who that's down there. a little bit on edge, and we may be able to get something off of that.
Come play with me.
Anyway, let's get the wolves, and then I can go back.
Your turret has been destroyed.
And I got the blue buff, at least.
Where are we going?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to get the Frozen Heart, and I may even need to get Randuin's Omen, we'll see.
Okay.
The HP would be pretty nice.
Let's
Okay,
find
there's a
some
fight
friends.
mid. I need to get up there. Stay away from their Aatrox. We lost 2 there.
Come play with me.
No! Okay, we just traded 80 carries.
Has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed.
Where are we going?
Ally has been slain.
Not enough. Okay, I got the Ignite out of someone.
Let's find some friends.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
No, I'm not fully health yet. Dragon is coming up. We are in position to go for that. She actually started. Crap, I need to get up there.
Where are we going?
Unstoppable. An enemy has been slain.
Okay, from this point on I'm going to be writing post-commentary instead of live com due to reasons that will be explained later if time permits. As for this, the game is, I don't know if you want to call it one-sided, but it's definitely leaning one way than the other. So right here I'm just trying to counter jungle, basically keep their jungler away from their buffs and also the camp, since they take about a minute to respawn now I think, so even the slightest bit of counter jungling can be pretty devastating. By not clearing that red, that means it's going to take even longer to respawn. As for Olaf, we're going to try to force his Ragnarok out. I don't know if he has it or not. And unfortunately for them, they got caught in the Curse of the Sad Mummy. As for right here, I don't know. I'm going to guess it was red buff that actually killed Vayne. I know the jungle items deal damage over time, but I think it's only to jungle monsters. But anyway, you can look at my build, you probably get an idea of where I'm going with it. It's pretty similar to, actually it might even be identical to what I used to use real early on the channel on the Mummy, since I like to build him as an AP bruiser type. I have my former Spectral Wraith in the form of the Ranger's Trailblazer with the Magus enchantment. Have the Merc Treads for tenacity. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the Frozen Heart here. And right here I'm trying to decide where do I want to go next. I definitely need hit points. So the Giant's Belt would be pretty nice, but I just can't afford it right now.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Anyway, Azir's turret goes down, gives up some gold to the enemy, but hopefully it stalled them enough. And at this point, with my smite, I should be able to sustain without the blue buff. So I'm trying to give this to Azir, and hopefully he can help carry. He is our mid laner, after all. So right there I took all the mess away from it. Mumu has a pretty safe clear, I'd say, in retrospect.
Okay.
Plus, once you have your defensive items, of course it gets all smoother, but even still, earlier on it was a lot easier than some of the other junglers I've seen since recording this. Worst one I've seen so far would easily be Gragas, but it's just possible it's not optimized or something. Anyway, Vayne and Nami get skewered. And right there you get to see something that people don't always seem to know. You can actually walk through Azir's ult if he's on your team. I think it also gives you a speed boost if you do so. Pretty often you see people actually try to walk around a friendly Azir phalanx, and it's kind of bad. As for this, we can now try to siege the inhibitor. I believe we do get this. You can see from just how the time stamps up, well, how close the video is to finishing, that things are winding down. Sadly, there is going to be a disconnect in a moment, which is caused by my brother instead of the servers. And he's screaming in the background, which is why I ended up having to mute the mic for the rest of the game, and I'm actually doing post-com. Anyway, we do lose Azir. I guess we stayed a little too long. We do manage to get our AD carry on. I think that was Triss that just recalled. And I don't believe Callisto was banned in this game.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I might have said something earlier, but I finally had a Callisto on my team that didn't feed, so I got to see that it's interesting. It's the AD carry that finally has a knock-up to synergize with Yasuo because of the way her ult works. And then, due to how her E works, you actually can't outsmite her if she's actually tearing into something. And I would say that if she's allowed to stack her spears and everything, she easily can even steal things from Nunu and Cho'Gath, even though they have that huge surge of true damage from the Consume, Feast, and Smite. But I don't know whether or not she's actually OP just yet. I might have a game of her at the end of the week. She gets her price cut on Tuesday, I believe, which would be the day after this game goes up. And then Amumu's going down to 450 on that day, so we get one last celebration of the Mummy being a whopping 1350 to pick up. If you don't have him pick him up now, you really don't have any reason. I'd say he is one of the best junglers at the moment, and he has been that way since, what? I don't remember how he fared in Season 1 now that I think about it, but he's just always been a terror. He's at least held that title for going on 3 years now, maybe 4. The joys of the Mummy. But down goes Vayne. Right here I bandage tossed, hoping maybe Morg didn't know I was flanking, but she did. So yeah, she went a different way. As for this, I'm trying to cut her off. She wants to go to her base, but I get the ping. Someone wants to take Dragon. And all in all, it's a pretty worthwhile pickup. The third point will give us movement speed, which will make it even harder for the enemy to get to us. It's also going to allow me to run in. The real nail in the coffin, though, comes for Olaf, since he actually has to run in there. Getting this movement speed is actually really, really devastating for him. For all the guys who have problems getting kited, this third tier of the dragon buff, the movement speed, is backbreaking. All in all, it's one of the reasons why I'm wondering if Poppy is still viable. But right there was the disconnect. I was out for 2 minutes, and when I came back I had enough for the Rylai's. But I want to get a game of Poppy in the jungle. The weak jungle plan is scrapped because the Devourer has pretty much eclipsed most of your other enchantments. Amumu being a weird case where you can actually really wreck people with your mages, but I have a Warwick game that I don't know if I'm going to upload it just yet. The thing is, the enemy Amumu rages in the game, and he actually leaves fairly early after a failed invade. I guess this team didn't give him a leash or something, and really that's the behavior I've seen all damn day while trying to record this game. I don't know what it is that made the players act like 2-year-olds instead of 4-year-olds, but something happened. And with other factors involved, there may be a shortage of leak videos this week. There's the whole Thanksgiving event. For those of you that aren't familiar, it's the day of the... well, it's one of the 2 days of the year where the Americans gorge themselves far more than normal. Other one being Mardi Gras, of course.
Okay.
I don't know how many people actually realize the gras part means fat, but we're getting there. Anyway, game is winding down now. I think there's one last team fight. I got to pick off Olaf when I came back just to show you how far behind the guy is. All in all, the game is very much in a state of flux. Here, a lag spike messed with me trying to actually buy something. What did I end up going with? Just a cloth armor? I think at this point I wasn't sure if I wanted to go for a Randuin's Omen or a Thornmail, so I figured I'd play it safe. It'd be kinda nice if the chain vest still built into the Warden's Mail since it built out of cloth armor, but no, right, I can't. They have to find a way to screw something up, I guess.
An ally has been
But right here you can see that we just traded 80 carries. It's much worse for us since I invested so much in Tristana through the early game, camping the hell out of bot. And yeah, this is the end. So right here, Zillion picks off Shaco. You can see Olaf and Morg right there. I managed to connect to the Olaf, but he gets out. I ulted just in case I could maybe catch Morg on the other side of the wall, but she was either gone or the black shield was still up, so she's gone. But this is the end of the game. I don't know if, what's his name, Aatrox actually went unkilled or not, but maybe he did. Maybe he did. Anyway, Amumu in the Jungle, pre-season 5. Thoughts and observations will be in the description. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.